Alright, so you guys may have seen a situation similar, but I will show you this one. The floor, when you walk through here, overhead, it felt like you're going to fall through. It had linoleum over it. And she goes, I don't know how this got damaged over here, because she didn't live here before, and it was damaged before she got here. And you see the water stain, how this is discolored right here, all the way to this right here. So you pull the linoleum up, you start seeing why. Sometimes you can see the discolored linoleum, but let's come over here. So you start following the water stain around here. Water, 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 water. Hey, that is the problem, at least right here. Now you see water over there. These dishwashers are a culprit, but let me show you something else. Right here. I think there's some responsibility right there for the damage done. And I don't think spray foam is going to fix it. And we're going to fix that also. Alright, so it's my job to fix this issue. Now, another couple of things that are trivial but are important. So when you see these brackets in your mobile home, your original stove or refrigerator will have had a piece on it on the bottom that would slide into that. And when you're going down the road rocking back and forth, this keeps it from hitting the cabinets and smashing the cabinets and making dents in the stove. So you can take that out, because whenever you move again, you should take everything out. Now, that's another totally different subject. Let me show you something else over here. Let me get all right. I hear people complain that are skilled people or picky people. And there's nothing wrong with being picky. You just have to understand the cost. Okay? So this area right here drops downhill. You see that gap? You're like, oh, well, you should fix that. You should raise the wall up. But if I do, this is straight up here. See how that's straight? There's no bow in it where it went down and came back up. All right? So if I went to jacking this wall up, I would have to either cut out the bottom or cut out the top, or we'd be pushing up the ceiling there. Now these are decisions that you have to make when it comes to budget. If somebody doesn't have enough money for you to tear a wall apart and make it, and a floor apart to make it perfect, then you can't bid the job that way. You do need to define the job, what layer of quality that you're doing with the customer. Say, look, this is bowed right here. I'm not going to be able to fix it because it was from the factory. Guess what? All the way over here it does the same thing. All the way in there, there's humps. This one right here is higher than that one there, and this one here. Hump. All the way across. So from the factory, somebody turned the crown upside down, or somebody left a piece of wood or a piece of insulation knotted up underneath the 2x6 that sits on top of the frame, and it raised that one up. Okay? Does that mean when I come in here to fix the floor that I got to charge the customer for shaving that floor joist down? Can that customer afford it? You need to make sure they understand the cost. Okay? So I inform the customer, give them as much information as possible as to what their choices are, and tell them what I think we can do. for that budget. But now, in this case, there were people who bid before me that was almost 10 times what my price is. That means they were going to take out all the cabinets because, my goodness, you know, the flooring's going to be bad underneath the cabinets. Well, if the customer wants you to do that, or the insurance company will allow you to do that, then that's what you do. But if the customer's on a budget and they don't want to have to buy new cabinets if they don't have to, then you're going to do what I did, which is to cut in front of the cabinets, support the wood in front of the cabinets with 2x, and fit that budget. Not everybody drives a Mercedes AMG or a Corvette. Okay? They might drive a Hyundai. And you fit that budget. And that's what I do. And I know the guys who are criticizing are not going to see this, but this is for your benefit. So you understand that I'm not cheating somebody quality. What I'm doing is allowing that customer to make a choice. If they want me to change this whole house, I can do it. I can change every house door in here. I can get rid of all the batten strips. I can get rid of the popcorn. I can make this a terribly elaborate place. We can spend a lot of money, picture boarding, everything. But these people don't want me to spend $40,000 in their kitchen. They don't want me to do that. In a house, they might. They might want to spend, they want new cabinets. Okay? So, yeah, I want new cabinets. I don't want this. That looks terrible. I don't want that. Well, they're paying for that. And they're willing to pay for that. They're not going to spend $60,000 on a home that I can pay for the whole home for $60,000. This house is $200,000. Can you spend the money, $60,000, and justify it? Perhaps. But I still think that's on the high side. Most people have way more overhead in their company than I do. So I'm not going to judge them. I could take you through the math. But you should understand what I do as somebody who's watching this video. What I do is meet the budget of the people that I work for. All right? So now we're going to tear up the floor in these sections, and we'll try to get you along with us.